Hello, this video is about creating online video conferencing sessions. Here I will discuss how to activate your Zoom account, how to log into my Now Learning Space and online courses, how to create and schedule a video conferencing session, how to start the session, and also how to record the video for this session. All facilitators will have received a mail from the Learning Content Management Directorate, and this mail it's a mail from Zoom. So all you do is to open the mail having Zoom account information. So in the mail you will see a link saying activate your Zoom account. So this is necessary before you can start facilitation online. That is if you want to create a video conferencing session. So simply click on activate your Zoom account. So this takes you to where you can get your Zoom account activated. Yeah, so it brings you to this point where you see activate your Zoom account, and you need to choose how you will sign in. There are two ways you can sign in. You can sign in with your Google account, you can sign in with Facebook, or you can sign up and just create your own password. In this case, I want to sign in with my Google account, so I click sign in with Google. Okay, this brings me to a page where I can select my Google account. In this case, I have more than one account, so I select my name here, and the system tries to authenticate me with my Google account. And so it brings me to this screen, welcome to Zoom. What do you want to do? I just want to create my Zoom account, so simply click create Zoom account. Okay, this brings to a point where you see that you are logged in into Zoom, because you see here sign out. And actually from this Zoom account, Zoom is a video conferencing software that we have subscribed in to help us carry out online facilitation in this semester. Yeah, so Zoom will help you to schedule a meeting. You can do that directly here. And once you schedule a meeting here, you can send the link to people and then they can log into the meeting. However, to make life easier, rather than scheduling the meeting here on Zoom, we will be scheduling all meetings on the learning management system. So all what we need here is just to activate our Zoom account. Then we go to the LMS and begin to schedule the meetings. So to do that, I go to my Now Learning Space to log into my LMS account, my Learning Space account. So here you see the URL is mylearningspace.nouedu2.net. So you have an opportunity to put the username and then the password. Then click on login. Here you are logged in to your My Now Learning Space. So all you need to do is to click on go to online courses. Clicking on going to online courses brings you a page where you put in your username, confirm your username and your password. Click on submit. So this logs you directly to your LMS dashboard, where you see the courses you are facilitating, and you can begin facilitating the course synchronously or asynchronously. Okay, so here we are logged in, and this is me. My name is up here, and I have a course I'm working on as a teacher, as a facilitator. And so I have my course listed. And so this is a study guide for distance learners. Okay, GST 707. So I click on the course to enter into the course, access the course materials, and perform other activities. So yes, I am within the course page now, and I have all the modules and everything listed regarding the course here. And so the next thing I would like to do is to create a meeting so that students can come to join me online on this meeting. So to do that, the first thing is to turn editing on. Turn editing on for facilitators give you the opportunity to be able to create assets for the course. So to do that, there is a gearbox at the right hand side. So click on it and you see turn editing on. When editing is turned on, you will see some obvious markers. For instance, edit, add activity and resource. All these appear, meaning that you can begin to add activities for the course. In this case, I want to add a video conferencing session using Zoom. So all I need to do is to click on add an activity or resource where I want it to appear. Usually you want the session to appear in the very first block, and so I'll click this particular one before module 1 and then scroll down to where I can see Zoom meeting. So create a Zoom meeting, click on add. Okay, so it brings you to this point where you can begin to add a topic for the meeting. And so I start by adding online meeting. Okay, and you can add with facilitators if you want, or you can add the day of the meeting. Online meeting, for instance, Monday, 18th March 2019. Okay, so description, if you have something to add in the description, you can, for students to have an idea of the meeting. For instance, you can say this meeting will start by 3 p.m. Something and information for people to know. And so when will the meeting be? So the meeting is on 18th March 2019. The time, so you need to set the time. If I want the time to be at 3 p.m., which is 15 o'clock. So I will just select 15 o'clock. And the meeting duration will last for 1 hour. Okay, and it's either a recurring meeting or a webinar, but you can choose to leave all this. And there are other options. If you set a password, that means it's only people with a password that can join the meeting. So there's no need for that. And so you can leave all the other options, but there's an important one here: enable join before host. Now, usually no student will be able to join this meeting without you, the facilitator, around to start the meeting. So, but if you click on enable join before host, then before you start the meeting, students can, log in and start the meeting themselves. But usually it's advisable you leave it unchecked so that you are in control of the meeting. And so that's basically all you need to do. And then you can click on save and display. Okay, so when it is the time of the meeting, if you set this before the time of the meeting, nobody will be able to join the meeting. But when the start time comes, for instance, when it's 3 p.m., the meeting is going to start. So all is set for the meeting. That's all what we need to do. Okay, I need to set the time for the meeting properly. So I'm going to edit settings using the gearbox here, and then I'm going to put the time for the meeting at let's just say 6. I'll just say 6:30 because I'm recording this around 6:30 in the morning. Okay, and it's going to last for 1 hour. So save and display. Okay, so we're there. So the meeting can start. Start time, it's this, and this is the time. So just to start the meeting, all you need to do is to so when you click on start meeting, it takes you directly into Zoom. So like I said earlier on, there is benefit for setting the meeting in the online course platform rather than on Zoom itself, because students can just come directly into the platform and click on the meeting to join. And so usually if you have Zoom installed, um, it will just run. But if you don't have Zoom installed, there will be a link for you to download it and then run it. But I have it installed, so I just clicked on run. Okay, so I expect Zoom to run, and then I can begin the video conferencing session. Okay, so I have my Zoom running at the moment. And usually you have this information coming up. What do you want to do? Join with computer audio. Yeah, most likely you'll say yes, as that may be the only audio you have installed. So click join with computer audio. All right, I'm in the meeting. Incidentally, I'm the only one here. And so there are several icons here that can be helpful. Uh, There is stop and start video. If there are other participants, you begin to see them and you can control how they come in. You can mute them if so much noise is coming from their end, and you can start a chat with them. So several things we can do here. And you can even invite somebody to join the meeting. But perhaps a very important activity is recording the session so that it can be made available for those that did not participate in the session. So to do that, you need to click on record. Okay, so and then you see when you see this icon, pause and stop and then recording. So this tells you recording is on. And at the end of a meeting, you can save that, and it saves usually as an MP4 file. And once that is done, it can be made available to be uploaded for students to access. Yeah, so that's the summary of what we have done. We have looked at how to activate our Zoom account, and most importantly, how to schedule a meeting. And so during the time for facilitation of a course and we want to go live with students, a synchronous activity, uh, it's just best to go into the online learning management system and then create the meeting,